All right, it's story time, and this is a this is kind of a weird story. I mean, Somerville and Charleston and downtown and Mount Pleasant, all these different places. There, you got so many different people coming in from all over the United States, all over the world. There's so many people coming here, and there's so many fucking weirdos here too. So I just want to tell you about this experience I had one time when I went into a grocery store recently. I had come in there to shop for something and I needed to go to the restroom. So I go to the back because I've got to take a number two. And I get ready to sit down and I get the toilet ready and everything. You know how everybody does, when you put the paper down and everything to protect your booty so you don't get stuff all over your fucking ass, like scabies or some shit. I get comfortable, man, and fucking I'm not in there more than 5 minutes just looking at my phone, getting everything done. And I hear the door open as I sit down on the bowl. And I hear, shoo, 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 shoo. But I pay no mind to it. Because I just think it's somebody just using the urinal. But then I look down under the stall to the left of me. And I look down and I see these house shoes, these black house shoes, and they were Walmart house shoes. I remember because I was looking for house shoes like 6 months ago, and I remember seeing the same damn shoes at Walmart. And they were black, and they were braided around, they had like braided trim around the shoes. And instead of being pointed at the urinal, those shoes were pointed to the left of me. And I was just sitting there dumbfounded. Why would those shoes be pointed like that? They look like skinny, ankles. So I look up and I see the shadow getting larger and larger and larger. And then that's when I realized in that split second that I was in there with a fucking, a goddamn, a weirdo, a fucking, a peeping Tom, if you will. Just a fucking goddamn. It just freaked me out, and I yelled. I was like, "Hey, man!" with my loudest man voice, at that time to try to scare him off. And of course, he got nervous. But I mean, what I had saw with this was this fucking camera looking thing coming up over the stall. So my ass is probably all over the web right now, and I just don't fucking know it. But he scampered out of the fucking bathroom, out of the fucking bathroom, and this other dude comes in, and I see another pair of shoes come in, and I'm so freaked out by the situation, I don't have enough time to pull up my fucking pants. I'm just looking under the stall and trying to figure out where the fuck this guy went. So this other guy comes in, and then I'm like, "Hey, did you see that guy come out? Who just ran out of the bathroom?" And he was like, "Hey, it was a guy with a blue shirt on." And I was like, it turned out that at that particular grocery store that they wear blue shirts, and that it was obviously a fucking employee. It was some fucking weird guy I don't know where the fuck he came from. So I pull my pants up and I go to the front and I let them know what happened, because I didn't want some fucking other person to have to fucking deal with that shit. But as you can imagine, I looked weird as fuck going up to this counter and saying, "Hey, I just had this guy, and I think he was in there, and I think he works here, and he has a camera. I think it's a GoPro or some shit." And they're like, "All right," and they're writing it down and shit. Meanwhile, I pick up my fucking Chinese food from next door. I go home and I eat because I'm hungry as fuck, and I handle my business at home. So then I come back, and I get the police to come show up there, and then I ask them, they question me about what happened. I take them in there, and of course, I look fucking crazy as shit doing this shit. Because, I mean, who in the right mind would fucking report this guy, right? And that's why he fucking did it. But every time I go into that same grocery store now, I'm always looking for these goddamn house shoes, like to see if he's gonna do it again. I mean, it was just weird that I went back to the fucking bathroom and there was no camera there. So when I talked to the fucking manager, I was like, hey, you know, there's got to be a camera over there. And then she checks her camera. She's like, yeah, well, unfortunately, we don't have a camera pointing to the fucking stall or the bathroom. So I'm like, okay, maybe this is an inside job. Maybe they sell this shit or something. I don't fucking know. Because my mind goes to fucking dark fucking places, man.